Hello and welcome. You join me, ADG, and here we are on Gran Turismo yet again. As boring as that might be for some people, but the excitement is just overwhelmed me that Spa has finally been released, should I say, in the latest update, which dropped today. So surprise, surprise, we have a quick look at the lobbies up already, and they're all at Spa. But I'm not actually going to jump in online straight away. I'm going to go around on my own and have a little practice and see if it's anything like the Spa that exists in other games. What shall I do it on? Just go on time trial, I guess. Hopefully they've introduced it into time trial. Probably not though, that'll take another few months. So, as most of us are aware, we've been waiting for Spa for what feels like a lifetime. There we are though. There it is. Alright, so we've actually got wet weather as well. So we've got Spa and we've got wet weather. Jesus Christ, they've outdone themselves this time. They've released two things at once. Not just the circuit that everyone's been waiting for months and months, but they've actually put rain into it straight away. So, we're not going to go around in the rain to start with. We'll pick a nice sunny morning, 8:15 in the morning. Bright and breezy. Let's get some laps in. I haven't really considered this much. What am I going to do it in? Do I just go around in something nice and steady? Or do I go in something mega quick? I know Spa, it's not. I've played it on other games and I really like Spa actually, so I'll just go in my GT3. Have a little feel for it in the GT3. If anything, the GT3, I always think anyway, most people might beg to differ, but I think they're tricky cars to drive really, to drive properly and fast and consistently. So if you can go around nice and smoothly and controlled in the GT3, I always like to think you can pretty much do it in anything, apart from something that's ridiculous. So, first little look. Do we have a look at car setup? Since we're on time trial, can we do anything? Yep, we can. So, what? I've got my setup Diablo 1. Get on the super soft tyres. Basically, Diablo gave me a setup ages ago and I've just tweaked it for the whole season. So I know it's a pretty good setup on this car. So no complaints there. And I've just got to drive the track now. So always a tricky corner, this last chicane, before you head on to the start-finish straight, and then into T1, which is also a tricky corner, a tight right-hander, hairpin pretty much, and then you're down the hill heading towards Eau Rouge. I always think it's better to get early on the brakes and get nice and close to the apex, not that I did that time, but on that corner, rather than trying to go deep and straight in the exit. So through Eau Rouge for the first time, bit sketchy on the way in, didn't quite know what to expect, took it at a reasonable pace but not too fast, got through with a little bit of skittishness, so already hitting the limiter pretty much in 6th gear in the AMG, so the gearing needs to be changed for a good fast lap round here, just to get more out of the top speed. I love that little section, I don't know why, I love those free corners even though they're not the easiest. So straight away, just referring back to my knowledge of this track from other games, and it's pretty similar so far. So just braking where I would do normally, that's why this is actually my first lap around this track, but I'm able to go around it half reasonably straight away. That corner feels a lot narrower on the entry and mid corner. I'd say that's a bit tighter than it is on other games, that one. It's certainly a corner you can carry a lot of speed into once you've got your eye in. Kind of forgotten where I am now, oh yeah. So I've messed both of those up massively, but never mind. These are the important corners, the long straight after this next one. I don't know what they're called. Should probably get my my little notes up and see what every corner's called, and then forget them all. So a big long run up the hill here into the flat out left-hander before you get into the braking zone for the last chicane of the track. Spa's not the shortest track in the world, so quite long lap times. Over 2 minutes I'm expecting this to be. I'd be very surprised if it was less than 2 minute lap time. Obviously this is my very first lap, so I've no idea at the moment. So we're already over 2 minutes, so it's definitely over 2 minutes. There's no, I'm not going to knock 12 seconds off my time and get under 2 minutes, so it's like 5 laps every 10 minutes at that rate. So terrible out of T1 again. So T1 giving me the most grief so far. Need to get that braking point right, which I haven't quite mastered yet. But I am only on my second lap, so I'll let myself off a little bit. Cut the corner a little bit at the top of Eau Rouge, which interestingly hasn't got me a penalty, so it's good to know. As with any new track, you've got to kind of suss out where the penalties are, the penalties are as well. So certain corners you can cut, like on Red Bull, the first corner on the exit you can go really wide and it don't give you a penalty, for example. And others you can just put one wheel over the curb and it feels like you get a penalty for nothing. So it's a learning process in that regard as well, finding the limits of where the penalties are. For example, can you run all 4 tyres? I don't know if I actually did then. I think I might have just had one tyre still on the over the white line. But can you actually run all 4 tyres over these exit curbs and not get a penalty for it? So all that kind of stuff actually matters, not so much in time trial, but definitely matters when you're in a race and you might make one of these mistakes and you think, oh bloody hell, I've never actually done that in practice, so I've never actually found that out until I've made the mistake in the race and I've got myself a 4-second penalty. Trust me, I've done it myself. I did loads of practice 1 week on a certain track for a league race and then made no mistakes really to talk about, or kind of small little mistakes. I was just honing in and trying to erase from my racing, but no massive mistakes. And then actually in the race I cut a corner a little bit and got myself quite a big penalty because of it, and I just didn't know it was going to happen. I didn't know what kind of a penalty to expect, so I ended up quite a big penalty. So I should have actually, if I'd have known basically I was going to get such a big penalty, oh god, that's steep, I'd have it's not a bad exit though, in a crap way. I'd have certainly made sure I didn't cut that corner. I'll finally finish off that sentence. So getting better lap after lap through Eau Rouge, just spotting the line. Feels like it's got quite a lot of grip through there, the old AMG with the downforce. Even though we're only in GT3 and they don't have the most downforce in the world, they're still pretty planted when you're flat out through a corner like that. It's when you're lifting off and you're rolling through these kind of corners where you lose downforce. You're not really got enough speed going to create it. As soon as you hit the brakes, you're scrubbing the downforce off, as well as obviously the brakes and the speed. So I'm doing crap so far, it feels like. I need to actually concentrate on looking at the corners, getting my eye in, and stop talking too much. I always do this. Waffle my way through it, and at the end of it I think I didn't even do one bloody good lap there. And that's not really what my intention is when I'm streaming. My intention is to drive quite well for a start and then maybe talk away if I feel like I can, but I always prioritise it the wrong way around. Finding that corner tricky. On pretty much every other game I've played Spa on and car that I've gone through that corner in, it might be a little bit of a lift in certain cars, but it's pretty much a flat out corner up onto that this long straight through that fast right-hander. But on this it feels a little bit narrow, so got to give it that little bit more space and respect, which means that you go that little bit slower through it, I guess. But pretty good representation of Spa so far. It's certainly the track that I know from other games and what I'd expect if I actually went there in real life. It's something similar to this, but a lot more daunting, no doubt. Especially running close to this wall on the on the entry into a Rouge. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to go to Spa one day. A lot of people like, obviously, as you more than what am I trying to say? As you probably know, loads of people end up going to Nürburgring, but I've got beer in my hands and I can't put it down. But yeah, how many people actually go to Spa, and what a track to go to. You come back and you be a different person. One of them life-changing things, like, you just don't understand, you want there. So chasing my own lousy ghost, I might as well get into the lobby with someone at some point, because I'm not going to do this all day. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be, so there's no need to actually practice too much. I might as well practice with other people and see what kind of times they're doing as well. But yeah, I thought it was going to be a bit different being Gran Turismo, but to be fair to them, this is quite similar to, like I've already said about a million times, but quite similar to what I was expecting. I always feel some of the tracks on the Gran Turismo, they're not quite an accurate representation of what I would expect, really, sometimes. And no, I don't mean the corners are in the wrong place or anything like that, but they just seem a bit narrow, some tracks, where they're not that narrow in real life. Bathurst, for example, on this game seems really quite narrow, and it is narrow in real life, obviously, but it seems even narrower on this. You can watch races at Bathurst, and yeah, it's not a brilliant overtaking track, but people do end up running side by side, and you try and do this, you try and run side by side in this game on Bathurst with anyone, it doesn't matter how good you are, it's bloody hard work. So I just think they're a little bit narrower sometimes than what they might be in real life. If you've ever actually been to a racetrack, I'll never forget the first time I went down Craner Curves at Donington in my Clio. Oh no, it wasn't even in the Clio. We were in a Mini Cooper S, and you come down. I can't even remember what the corner is at the bottom, but there's a big right-hand sweeping corner at the bottom, and when you come out of the exit of that, I'll never forget thinking, how bloody wide is this track? It was like a runway. It felt like so wide that you had to try and, if you were going to get anywhere near the exit curve, you had to almost steer towards it. You weren't going to get there by just like taking the corner that fast, especially when it was wet. So a bit of a skewed view on it, but I just can't believe it struck me for the first time in my life how wide a racetrack actually is. And then, yeah, basically I'm waffling on for no reason whatsoever, but that's basically what I'm trying to say. Not quite as narrow as they're made on this game sometimes. Not that Donington's on this game, but so I feel like I'm driving reasonably. So that lap time that I've done, the 2:10, I'd like to see where that is now and see if that's actually quite quick or not. No doubt there is a lot of speed to be gained on this track from Slipstream, all these long straights, so it'd be handy to have another car to follow in that regard as well. See what lap times you can get with Slipstream everywhere. I hate that bloody corner. Right, that's enough for time trial. I'm already bored going around on my own. After about 5 laps, it feels like it's always been in the game already. But I do assure you, I had to wait about half an hour for it to download. Literally today, as I got home from work. Anyway, right, I have no doubt an endless group of rooms I can jump in with Spa on now, so let's do it. Can't see how many drivers are in it because my face is in the way, but hopefully there's a few people in this lobby. And if it isn't particularly full this little bit, I know what I'll do. I'll go back into time trial and do it in the wet. Quite interesting to see what it's like in the wet and what they've done with it. Oh, there's quite a few in. There is quite a few in, right? So let's get some idea of representative times. So we're back in what we're in now. The group 3 still. I'll just go out in my go out in my AMG, but I need to drop the power. Where is it? Bloody hell, that's a long way. Huh. What's that? Just changed something on us? I think it's just a duration or something. Means that the lobby's just reset there, so I get to have as much time as everyone else practicing for a little race by the look of it that someone set up. Oh, they've changed the category, so I need to pick a different car. Oh, right. There's only one car to choose if you're in this category. That is exactly what I've just chosen, the Ferrari F50. It's such a fun car to drive. It's not the easiest, I won't lie, but it's a good old car to drive. It's brilliant. So we can't have soft, super soft, so we need mediums. Seamus has invited me to a party, but unfortunately I'm streaming, so I can't join really. And then if there's no bop on, we'll get the old tuning done. Oh god, how many levels? It's 5 levels of tuning, Jesus Christ. This is going to be a different beast. It was bad enough on 1. So let's make it as light as possible and put the power up as high as possible. So 640 horsepower. Whew! And it's not the easiest car to tame. At least we've got medium tyres and not hards. Can't really change anything else. We've got the TC on, let's have a look. No TC, and we'll put the brakes to the front by 1. Just to try and steady the whole rear end. Right, oh, what's going on now? No, I've tuned it too much. Oh, so bloody hell. A lot of messing about here, sorry. Welcome to my life. This is what it's always like for me. Right, we're within the specified power and everything. Feel a bit rude for not writing a message to Seamus, but I'll explain afterwards. Oh, drives differently to that bloody AMG straight away, just with the power. Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay. Maybe I took Beau Rouge a little bit fast there. Wasn't quite the smoothest on the wheel. So I need to get used to the car and oh god, the brakes don't work. And spar out, which is always a nice challenge. Track and car combination to learn at the same time. Not the fastest car, I've got to remember. I'm trying to drive it really fast, but it's not got the handling capabilities to be driven that fast really. So I've got to give the car a little bit of respect for how old it is and how bad the brakes are. So nice and early on the brakes, even though we're nice and gentle. Make sure that we don't outbrake ourselves. God, it's understeer it. Got to keep lifting a little bit just to keep the front end turned in. That's late on the brakes, but we've managed to get a late apex. No. Oh, it didn't like that curve. So, noted. Do not take the piss on the exit curbs. Or the apexes. Oh no, I can't get back. On the AstroTurf, got no grip at all. I'm going to have to go on the concrete and get a better line to get back on. This car, it's not, it's really, it's one that puts a smile on your face, but for all the wrong reasons. Whoa, Jesus. So that is not flat out in any way, shape or form through there, which it is in most cars. You just don't have the grip. I need to put my smoke down. This has all got a bit hairy all of a sudden. It's not just calm, steady away driving. Oh, I got on the brakes going up the hill to try and keep it all calm through the crest, but didn't work. I was still going a little bit too quick, I think. Lose this penalty into here. I'm not going to lose much time really, just coasting. See, ghosting. So just drive through him. I don't like it when people are ghosting because you never know when they're going to unghost. Getting the hang of the old Ferrari now. Oh, massive oversteer as we turn in, but actually worked out to be quite a nice turn in. Even though it was oversteer, it got me into the apex. Having to ride the brakes for quite a long time into the corners, more so than I had to do in the AMG. Broke way too early into that. Alright, a little lift through here, keep it nice and tidy on the exit. This F50 is an absolute bullet in a straight line when you actually get the hammer down. Right, this is not flat in any way, shape or form. Massive lift, I broke and went down a gear into it, and then a massive lift as I just cursed them away through the apex. Well, nowhere near it, but through the corner. And then get it all scrappy on the last corner. This thing to judge with cars like this is the braking. You just don't quite know how much you can brake. And when you find out, that's when you go really deep. So to prevent that, you try and brake early, but then you always feel like you're braking too early. So at some point you've got to push. That's better through Eau Rouge, a lot more balanced, probably slower to be fair, but no big dramas. Oh, that's late. Oh, not again. So definitely can't be doing that, especially if you're following someone with slipstream and we're going faster than that into the braking zone. So can't quite get the corners off the long straights right at the moment. Doing all right through all these mid-speed corners, but too early on the brakes. Now I've got the fear, you see. When you go deep a few times, you get the fear and then you end up going really slowly because you're braking way too early all the time. Nice and smooth on the throttle and the exit. That's better through there. Carried more speed that time. nowhere near the apex, which is always a massive bonus. And again, probably, no, I've got the braking right this time. I'm going to say probably a little bit too late on the brakes, but it was about right. Not a little bit early, actually. Again, terrible through that last corner. 2:27, so my fastest so far, and there's no tyre wear on. It's a 2:26.6, so I need to get down to a 2:26.0 if possible. Knock 0.3 of a second, 0.6 of a second off, and then go for it. So a little message come up saying that we're underpowered slightly. I don't know why, but because I've adjusted it to be about right. Oh, bro, I felt like I broke so early then, and I've still got it wrong. Oh, God's sake. That corner keeps catching me out, as you might have noticed. I keep getting this same penalty every lap. Another lap ruined. I'm going to investigate this power thing as well now he's mentioned it. So can I go up another one? No, because it puts me in N600. Can I put my weight up and then go up another few? No. So I can't have any more power. I might as well have minimum weight and 105 on power. Max speed's 8.8 anyway, it's fucking well quick. I don't get what he's on about that. Just reading it again. It just confused me and made me lose my rhythm probably. Right. Hyperia. Not actually ever seen him on track, but I've heard of him quite a few times through different leagues and stuff. Meant to be really quick, so good to see him actually in the lobby. Like I say, I've never actually bumped into him at any point, so quite honoured to be on track with someone that's been spoken about quite a lot when I've never actually seen the guy or spoken to him myself. Could definitely gain time through Eau Rouge. I'm probably not in the best car to do this track, but definitely got the straight line speed advantage on this track in this car. Oh. Bit wide on the exit. I don't actually like to use that exit curb if I can help it. Or that outside one, because it's so easy to lose it on traction on the outside curb through there. Feels like it's coming to me, this car now. I feel like I'm getting used to these brakes. They were a bit of a worry to start with. Kind of likes to be on power through the corners, this car, so get the braking done really early and then actually go through the corner half throttle almost, or medium, you know, quarter throttle, and then get back on the power as early as possible. Seems to just, if you do anything too quick in this car, braking wise or anything, it just unsettles it too much and you're off. If you get everything done nice and early, it seems to like it. Right, Let's go for a fast lap. Ah, you're fucking kidding me. Oh, what? Change the cars again. Just bloody getting used to that. Right. So what are we in now? Oh god. That Expo is quite fun. I'm not really... Oh, I'll go in that actually. Quite hard that car. Be good round here actually, a bit of really pushing that. He keeps inviting me, does Seamus. I'm not being rude mate, but I'm streaming. Well, I am being rude, but for a reason. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else to do. Let's go. I guess this is just a bit of a lobby to practicing different cars, but we're going from car to car pretty quickly. I'm going to crack another can. Good old Mrs. Miguel. Joining me this evening. A couple of the Miguel sisters. Right, nice steady out lap, get a feel for the car. Pretty blue slow, taking a lot of time. Oh, Subaru, bloody hell. I don't like lobbies like this, got to actually conform to someone else's rules. Why not make it a one car thing then? Should I go for the old one? Go for the old one. Bit down on power, but should be able to do something about that by changing it on here. All these settings you've got to change all the time. Wrong way. Costing me a fortune, whatever I have to pay with these. Oh, so that were a waste of money. This could be quite good. Scooby. Oh, we're on super soft as well. Oh no, sports soft. Oh, no, we spilled it all over me then. That was close. Right. Oh my god. Let's go on the sequential. I ain't got my H pattern set up, so it's as close as I get to a manual shift. Well, this is nice steady drive. Just wait for the next corner to appear somewhere down here. Oh yeah, you can see it there in the distance. Better start braking. Yeah, the brake's quite good. No need to brake that early. I know the brake should be pretty good in this, to be fair. Bloody rally car. Oh, I'm liking this already now. Balls to the steady out lap. Pretty drivable. Oh, I flipped it in a bit early. I think my downshift in the second was a bit too extreme. Kicked out the rear end a bit. Actually, actually trying to heel into but without the clutch. Or just blipping on the downshift, should I say. But a right foot brake. So if I want to do that, I've got to heel into to do it. Which in socks isn't particularly comfortable. Looks like we've got a bit of a run on Seamus up front. This is good. Actually get a bit of action going rather than just driving around on my own. I'm enjoying Spa so far though. It's quite good being in this lobby as well and getting forced into just jumping into different cars. Probably wouldn't have driven these cars around here, if I'm honest, without that. It's still there. Oh, nice line, mate. Give me loads of room. I gave him room at the apex, but that wasn't enough. Anyway, I don't like complaining about other people. They are what they are. Maybe I need to put my radar on there so I know where he is. No, he's behind, he's gone off. Can we take our Rouge flat? Feels like we're going slow enough. Yeah, of course we can. A little bit of a lift, but not much. There's one of these Scubas for sale on way to work. I drive past it every day. I haven't quite managed to see how much it is, but could be tempted, depending on price. Oh, I didn't need to go down a gear. Keep getting caught out on the gears a little bit. They're quite short. I'm liking this car, it's good. Nice steady drive, it really is. That's a penalty. Is it? Maybe not. Nope, no penalty for that. Good to know. There is for that though. Bit annoying that corner. Just thinking about it, every corner around the track's pretty steady, and then you come to that one and it just, the braking's always a lot earlier than I always give it chance, give it credit for. Need to do something with the balance because I like the brakes to be a little bit better. Oh, misshift. Lost them. We put them to the front. Oh god, another waste of that. It's a bad start anyway, but right. Go again from here with a bit of attitude. Feels really slow, this car. It's still quite a fast car, really. Good old Scooby. Oops. Keep missing that apex. Just drifts out a little bit wide with understeer. That's better. Hey, it's actually going to be a bit of a race. I was wondering if there was going to be anything going on. I've been in this lobby for a while now. There's quite a few of us in it. Right, so that's quite good. Little qualifier of 5 minutes. Yeah, that's about 2 laps. Well, that's not even 2 laps. That's a bit stupid. That's 1 lap. Well, we won't even get to get a lap in. If our out lap takes more than 2 minutes 30 odd, then we can't get a lap in, can we? I don't think we can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not even going to get a lap in here. Right, so I've actually got some balance and everything here. Right? I always used to have it 44 to the front, 55 to the rear. Forgot about that. It's actually, in these 4-wheel drive cars, you've actually got a bit of a drivetrain option. What the hell's going on? Restart? Oh, it might have worked out that it's not long enough. What's going on? Quite a lot of people in here now, so should be quite a good race when this actually gets going. Who's the host? No, it's that Seamus guy, I think. Right, what the hell are we waiting for now then? Oh no, oh no, we would have got a lap in. Yeah, you will get a lap in because of it's qualifying session thing. I forgot about that, yeah. Actually lets you finish your lap even if the time goes over. Anyway, back into a practice session now, so I don't know what's going on here. Kind of annoying me, this lobby. Get back on the old sequential. Oops, nearly stopped the car then. Back to the bloody... Right, start again, good. Hopefully it'll get off to an actual start this time. Got a really itchy leg. I'm sure I'm getting bitten down here by something. Not often to join one race where one car races. So it's quite good to see a load of Scoobies just head out of the pits together. Don't want to get too close to him through our rouge in case he don't know what he's doing. And be straight into the back of him at the wrong point, which the guy behind me's paid no attention to, and he's just gone straight into the back of me. So. The guy already picked up a penalty as well. We're only on the outlap. If I don't overtake a few people, I'll drop back before the end of the lap to actually gain a little bit of space, but slipstream might actually help, like we've already said around here. So if you're following someone nicely, it could gain you quite a bit of time in qualifying potentially, if they're not holding you up, that is. So it's all kicking off in front, even though we're still on the outlap. Oh, bit of a bump in front again. This is going to be a fun race. Last place you want to be is in the lead. Going down the outside of that guy in front's gone wide, so I've actually managed to do what I intended on doing, which is getting a bit of clear space but up front, so I don't have people holding me up as I'm driving around and trying to get my fast lap in the next lap. That's the worst thing in qualifying, if someone's making mistakes in front of you and you thought you were going to benefit off their slipstream, but it ends up backfiring on you and they're slow and they just hold you up through the corners where you could carry more speed. You end up braking a lot more because you're going to go into the back of them if not, and all that kind of stuff. Go down a gear just to make sure I stay on the track. The guy behind me has gone incredibly wide. Again, we haven't even started the qualifying lap yet, so God knows what it's going to be like with people pushing, unless they all calm down a bit. Right, here we go. Got to be nice and tidy from now on for the next 2.5 minutes. Felt slow, but it was nice and steady. I can say that about it. Got to carry the speed now up our rouge to make the difference. Not too bad, just a little bit of a lift, not a full lift but half a lift in going up the hill into the right hand bit and then back on the power as soon as I got a bit of grip. Way too early on the brakes there. Don't want to get anywhere near this guy, but at the same time this is my fastest little sector really compared to him by the look of it, and I've got to make the most of that, otherwise he's going to get a better qualifying time than me. I might have to go for an overtake if I'm not careful. At the moment he's pulled away a little bit. Oops. Massive oversteer into there. Big moment to gather up. But we'll carry on regardless. Just the fact that I've managed to get past all those guys must mean that I qualify half reasonably. Not that this race really means anything, it's just a bit of a battle between a few of the MRC boys. Oh, he's gone a bit wide up front. So we've got the slipstream all the way up here. Not that close, but get a little bit of a slipstream effect. He's liberal with the curbs, this guy. Gonna go early on the brakes just to make sure. And then get around. Oh, I hope that isn't a corner cut. Quite a nice line, but might be a corner cut. Anyway, I've got a decent run, so should have a faster time than him. Yes, first at the moment, anyway. I'm expecting that Hyperio to beat me, if no one else. I'm still in first at the moment. His time's about to come up. Ooh. Oh, bloody hell. Right, still in first. Wasn't expecting that. So just getting a bit of clear space and actually chasing that guy from a bit of a distance gave me that little bit, I reckon. Sorry, I'll have to quickly get my messages up, since I keep getting messages and I never look. I do apologise. Ever the professional. What am I doing? Dark Smoker, you alright, mate? Tiger Peaks. Oh shit, start. Good to see Dark Smoker though. Keep up the good work as well. You're doing awesome with what you're doing. Keep admiring you from afar. But at the same time, I'm not willing to do the same. Anyway, away we go, waiting for the lights. Everyone's got traction control off, so a bit of wheel spin off the line. I don't quite get the qualifying order, so it must have been a reverse grid setup, so it wasn't any benefit from qualifying in bloody first, so that's nice. But there we go, adds to an exciting race, I guess. Coming through from the back, hopefully. No, don't be writing to me again now, Dark Smoker. Bloody racing away now. You know what I'm like with my messages, I'm terrible. Jerky. Oh god, it's nice that people want to write messages, but that slowed me down all the way down here. Look at this guy just driving past me on the left. There he goes, that Tiger Peaks that you just mentioned. I don't know what you mean about him, but I'm guessing he's good. Everyone's so bunched up, it's all gone very slow into there. Need to find some kind of line to make an opportunity work. I'm not driving around that slowly when I know I'm faster than that, so every time I get a touch on someone in front it just slows you right down, so I've not had a particular heavy one yet, but little touches here and there are making all the difference. Everyone's too close, we're about 3 wide here in points. Oh god, this is a bit wild. It's good though, good fun. Not fighting for the best positions at the moment, so I've managed to get in front of 2 guys behind me just about. Try and keep it defensive, kind of. Oh, wide exit, very wide exit, even wider exit, get off the friggin' AstroTurf. I don't know why I'm looking behind me, I wasn't even on the track. Oh, there is someone there as well. Sorry dude, whoever that is. Didn't actually realise. Once I looked at completely the wrong time. That was a bit of an interesting start. Let's see what we can do with a bit of consistency now. See if we can get back in it. Might as well get in Seamus' slipstream, even though he's taking a very odd line. Gone wide, so that's definitely a penalty. He's going to pick up that. Oh, and he's lost it on the grass on turnings, on the brakes even. In the braking zone he just clipped the grass. Massive oversteer and off he goes. Looks like he's been reset to track. Good job he was ghosting then, otherwise it'd have taken pretty much everyone out that had already gone through that last chicane. So let's see if we can catch these guys up as they're still battling away in front, slowing each other down. Bit of slipstream from the guy in front. I like races like this. I know it's not the best position I'm in, but I've actually got a chance to catch up. It's good. A decent Eau Rouge again. Guys in front look a bit slow, so I'm going to get the run on them all by the look of it by the end of the straight. With a nice planned move, that is, because this is where someone pulls out on you and you get contact and end up losing all the time. So I'm not actually got the massive opportunity into there, but didn't even get side by side with him, but I'm certainly closer than I was, so that's good. Thought I would have got him down that straight then, but it just did seem to pull away even though they didn't get the best exit out of Eau Rouge. And see something happening in front here, so I need to make sure that I'm not involved in it if it does. Oh, bad line from the guy in front. This is that Hyperia that I keep hearing good things about. Didn't even realise it was right in front of me, 3 wide in front of him. With Tiger Peak, someone way off to the right there. The Super GT would say, off to the Shadow Realm. We've got close, bloody racing going on here though between guys in front. I keep just causing contact behind with whoever's bumpers in front of me. But luckily I'm not ramming them and putting them off track. Again, having to go so slow just to actually, there's no space for me, there's nowhere to go, there's too wide at all times in front of me, don't help. Oh, the guy on the left Staffy got bit squiffy over the curb. I've gone for a right line here, look at this, legendary, around the outside, you dickhead. Ah, you didn't have to bloody hit me, you must have known I was there. Oh god, oh god. Oh, I had to actually push myself back into my seat then. That's the emergency braking procedure. Try and brake my back and my leg at the same time by absolutely planting my brake. Being a load cell brake, it does actually give me more braking, but it doesn't help for my back. Decent run out of T1. What lap are we on? Lap 3. Don't do it to me. Be aware of me. Be aware of me. Just about gave me room. Jesus Christ. What we're going to do here? This is no good. This is no good. Oh, I've touched him. Oh, this is good. It's good fun, but not the best racing. Oh, another guy coming through. You don't realise how much time you lose if you have a tiny little moment through there. That guy's just flown past us. I hope people are taking this mega seriously, because this is it's been pretty good so far, just as fun wise. Oh, don't do it. So Hyperia hit that skivet and I ended up hitting Hyperia because it just stopped in front of me. We'll try to get down the inside on this guy. Yep. He's turned in on me anyway. I was definitely side by side with you. The fact that he turned in, it just made it easier for me to get to the corner. Helped me out a little bit. Don't go too wide on the exit. No, I've actually got a decent run for a change out of there. I haven't been able to see the track with so many cars in front of me. Compromised my line a little bit on the entry there, but wanted to see where I was going. Oh, he's gone. Oh, nearly went. Who's that? Tiger Peaks? Or Tigra Peaks? Not sure. Taking a little voyage off track. Whoa, there's a bit of contact up front. Bloody hell, the contact in this race makes all the difference. As soon as someone touches the bumper of the guy up front, they almost stops them dead, and then, not quite, but you know what I mean. You lose so much momentum all of a sudden with a little touch. It's what causes all the dramas between everyone. They're quite good cars actually. It's quite a good race to actually get him a lead going. And again, touch on him now, so I've lost the run on the guy that I've just got the run on that corner to the right of me. Now I'm side by side into this one because he's still there. I ain't got the run. We've gone deep. Straighten up the exit and try and get the run out. Make the best of it. So med one position, even though I just lost the position, so I haven't really. I've just lost one position to Hyperia. Right, that's good for a change. Oh, penalty up front for Hyperia. Try and slipstream now and get in front of him before the braking zone so I can pull away to the right a little bit. Oh, it's the old push back in the chair one. Somehow just coasting through that corner, managed to lose me my penalty a little bit, even though that's just how I take that corner. Oh, hit from behind. Really quite heavily as well. Try get back up his inside with an undercut. No. Some damaged bumpers on this race. So this is the last lap. Just looked at the timer and it's last couple of seconds. Come on. I'm not having that from Hyperia though, so I might have to give him a nudge, and this one will be actually quite good to give him a nudge into. He's done it himself by late braking. Hadn't even had to get involved. Just outbroke himself. Don't do it again, Hyperia. I ain't done that wrong to you this time. I was looking at the radar through that corner. I don't think he even looked at the corner. Guys up front. Oh, it'd be nice if they took each other out. And all of a sudden I got 5th place. So much for blue qualifying. Didn't realise it were reverse grid or whatever happened there. Woohoo! That's what we call a bit wide in the trade. No! Oh, good. Just about got the braking nailed. Not going to pick up any extra positions, so I might as well lose my penalty. Yeah. Whew. That was quite fun. That first lap was mental. Look at everyone. I think everyone's got a penalty. I can't see the people that are behind my little camera thing, but it looks like pretty much everyone's got a penalty. Right, I think I might see if it's going to change the car, but I've got my eye in on Spa. I'm going to go back on time trial, do something ridiculously quick, do a few laps, and then call it a do at that. I think I'm going to make some tea or dinner, as you say down in South. That's good. What do we go around there? Pretty quick. Just go around in and what's it called? LMP1 car. It's not bad. McLaren Yeah, F1. GTR BMW car. Oh, that's right, title. That's not a bad car to get. Might just use that right now. So, where am I? Time trial. Where is it? There we go. Right, we're going to go in somewhat fast, but in the rain. Just to slow us down a bit. Let's go in that. It's so easy to drive, it's ridiculous. Brakes are so good as well. I say that and I'll just show myself up now. Right, oh, got another message now. Can't see it now for some reason. Ah, cheers. Cheers, Dark Smoker. If you're watching this as well and you've never heard of Dark Smoker, go check him out on YouTube. There's loads of commentary videos for all sorts of different tracks, racing leagues, and yeah, does absolutely all sorts, more than you could ever imagine. So go check him out if you like that kind of stuff, and he's certainly pretty good at what he does. Right, what am I doing? I need wet tyres on. Or do we go inters? I'll go inters. Be brave. Let's go for it. Whoa! Whoa! Right, don't think I'll use first gear. God, second gear's even a bit. Okay. Might as well chuck a pirouette in there. Right, this isn't going to be as easy as I thought. I'm going to go on the wets. No, I'm on the replay. Will be quite a good replay. Oh my god. Oh, this is going to take a bit of mastering. It's not something I can just jump in and do. Oh my god. The easiest car in the world to donut. Ken Block needs one of these. Can't actually get going. Barely look. If you actually look at my throttle, barely got anything on. It's still spinning. Right, let's see if we can do one lap of this and lap time irrelevant. Oh, just right. This is going to be a right challenge. I'm going to get around the full lap of this. But I'm not particularly chasing a lap time. Getting round would be nice. They're really slow to build up the power base, but and then really trail brake for a long time, so You turn it right into the apex, but you still got the control on the brakes just in case. It seemed alright for that. Once you build up a bit of downforce, I suppose, it seems a little bit better. This bit seems dry. Maybe the inters are the right choice. It's a bit wetter through here again. Oh, big kick as I try and get on the power. As much as I know how to hesitate, which isn't very much, I'm always too keen to get on the throttle. For example. Can we execute a J-turn? No, I'm not going quick enough now. Oh my god. Right. Retry. Here we go. Seeing the spray behind. Doesn't seem that wet when you look behind. The spray is ridiculous. So I'm going to be pretty confident through Eau Rouge now. With the downforce, it seems to have quite a bit of grip, so it's pretty quick through there. About 150 or something. I didn't get a chance to look, but still motoring on for the conditions. Oh Jesus! Gear changes were bad there. Went into first. I like the way in Gran Turismo you don't have to pay any attention to the actual rule of real life, which is stay off the racing line. It doesn't really seem to make that much difference in Gran Turismo if you actually go on the normal racing line, which is absolutely treacherous in real life. If you've ever been go-karting and been out in the wet, you'll know, or done any other kind of racing in the wet. Tuning into the car a little bit now, feeling it a little bit. Can I take this flat? Yep, easily. Ooh, bit skittish on the brakes. The last corner's done me again. Let's try to do an actual decent lap. With this time now, getting some kind of feel for it. Say that and now break myself into T1. And nearly instantly spin it on the exit as well. Let's do it flat, flat. Oh god no, that's not worked. I have to lift late on that. No, 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 no. This is pretty tricky. You've got to be bloody delicate. Anyway, on that massive failure of trying to get around there with a decent time, I'm going to call it a day. So, thank you very much for watching, especially if you got this far. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Why not? and stick with me, and eventually I'll get quite good at this and end up doing better content, putting a bit more time into it. So yeah, one day I intend on taking this a little bit more seriously than I do now, so hopefully you'll stick with me and watch my little journey. Anyway, take care, see you again soon, and yeah, adios. What am I doing?